Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Tuesday, the second day of March. Today is World Teen Mental Wellness Day. Didn't know that was a thing, but that's cool. National Banana Cream Pie Day.
Yum.
Ooh. Hey, that's a good thing.
It's my favorite.
National Old Stuff Day. I don't know what that is, but I got a lot of old stuff that I do appreciate.
Like crackers.
And it's National Read Across America Day, also known as Dr. Seuss Day. So a lot of folks going to be reading Cat in the Hat and those books and stuff. Do you have a favorite Dr. Seuss book, by the way?
No, not really.
Mine is Green Eggs and Ham. I like that.
I know you do.
It is a good book on sales because he kept asking and kept asking and kept asking. But every time he asked a little bit differently, and it turned out pretty darn well. Coming up, we've got Tuesdays with Charlie. That's on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A study by the University of Helsinki found that singing in a choir boosts brain function and gives people an increased sense of togetherness.
Oh, I bet that's accurate.
That's true.
Yeah.
I was only in a choir one time, and it was funny. We were at church, and we sat too close to the choir, and I was singing, and afterwards a lady came over. She goes, "I want you in the choir." And she said, "What are you, like a tenor, a bass?" I said, "Probably tenor. 10 or 15 minutes late usually." So,
Wow.
A new one-poll survey of 2,000 Americans finds the top trait people look for in a potential partner is whether or not they're a good cook. 63% said that.
Really?
Yeah. Surprisingly, the tasty quality, whatever, edged out other options like somebody I can trust or someone who makes me laugh.
That would probably explain why you're with me.
You're a good cook, and I trust you, and you make me laugh. And you make me food. All right, thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Parents who bought a toy for their daughter in Arizona at a thrift store found 5,000 fentanyl pills inside.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the parents were not named in the news release. They cleaned a glowworm toy. They got this at a thrift store. They came home and cleaned it up, and they discovered a sandwich bag stuffed inside had over 5,000 pills inside. Phoenix police said the parents contacted them, handed over the pills. Great job, parents. Remember, please inspect all opened and used items for your family's safety. So if you're going to a thrift store, don't just assume, oh, it's a toy, it's going to be fine. Now make sure.
That's terrifying.
Sergeant for the Phoenix Police Department commended the parents for checking the toy before handing it over to a child. Says it might not just be pills or anything illegal, but it might be something sharp, or it might be something else that could hurt kids. So there you go. Bizarre. Wonder why would somebody donate that? They must not have known that was in there.
I don't think the person who donated it probably knew.
Probably not. But that's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Director Zack Snyder recently announced a release date for the trailer for his upcoming zombie film, Army of the Dead. So back in the day, they used to just put out trailers, and then they would hit. Now they announce that they're going to put out a trailer.
Probably because nobody really sees the trailer, so maybe they want you to Google it and
that
look
could be
for
why.
it.
Yeah, I guess.
Because commercials
We
are
don't really
kind of
see-
skipped.
Yeah, we don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
The Jersey Shore Family Vacation House is on sale right now. It is for sale right now, I should say. It says on sale, but it's really for sale. $1.4 million.
And a bargain at that.
And New York City movie theaters will be allowed to open again at limited capacity this month. Movie theaters will be allowed to open on the 5th of March, albeit with very tight restrictions. So it'll be interesting to see how the box office totals look, because they've been not great, but a lot of theaters have been closed. So we'll see if that helps. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of RedCrossBlood.org. Dunkin' Donuts is now selling wedding merchandise, including a branded veil and a ring bearer pillow. Other Dunkin' Donuts wedding merch includes...
Why would you...
I don't know. Includes satin robes for your honeymoon. So I suppose the reason they're doing it is because people like us are going to talk about it. So maybe we should come out with our own exclusive line of John and Heidi show wedding memberships. Get a tuxedo with Heidi's face on it. Why? Just because. In Germany, a man broke into a car late one night. He was hard at work trying to pry the car's in-dash screen, like the radio, trying to get that out. It was an exhausting job. He decided, you know what, I'm going to take a little nap. And that's how the police found him. Still clutching the screwdriver, they woke him up and arrested him. Oh, how many times have we read stories about that?
So many.
Halfway through a burglary and they decide to take a nap. That's never a good idea. The burglary's not a good idea either, though. So
burglarizing must be exhausting.
It must be. And there's cat burglars and cat naps. There's got to be some sort of joke there. You guys work on it and tell me. Okay, Dairy Queen has canceled their Free Cone Day 2021. And it's an annual first day of spring freebie that usually would happen.
Right.
Amid the COVID-19, that thing went away. Many restaurants, by the way, have changed or canceled giveaways during the pandemic. And the reason is to prevent crowds. Because there are people going, why couldn't they still do this? Well, they couldn't do it because in the past, when they've done this, they've had a whole bunch of people in there and they're trying to social distance and, not have crowds. So I get that. And I'll even go out on a limb and say, I'll bet if profits are down because things are down, it would be tougher to do a big giveaway as well. Doesn't say that in the story, but that would just make sense.
I'm sure that has a lot to do with it.
You'd think, yeah. An Alaska woman got the scare of a lifetime. She went to use an outhouse and she was bitten by a bear that was living in the outhouse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, opened the outhouse and there was a bear in there and he was apparently not happy that she was, coming in while he was in there.
Oh my gosh.
She's okay, thank goodness. Russia has reported the world's first known case of a new form of bird flu. So that's great. There's
got to be something to be afraid of.
It just seems like there's one thing or another. Customs and Border Patrol agents at the southern border of the United States have intercepted a smuggler carrying 200 pounds of undocumented baloney.
What?
Yeah. Somebody was trying to smuggle 200 pounds of undocumented baloney across the southern border.
I didn't know there was a big market for undocumented baloney.
Well, I don't know if there's a big market for undocumented baloney, but that's a whole lot of baloney that they were, I don't know what the street value is on baloney these days. Can't you get like a pack of baloney for like 99 cents?
Well, yeah, depending on where you shop.
It's on sale. I don't know. Who knows? But I thought that was a bizarre story. I figured I'd share it with you. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a fun little thing called Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And we don't have to reach too far. He's sitting right here. Charlie, how you doing, man?
Once again, I'm back.
We
Yes,
love it
you
when you hang out
are.
with us here.
Well,
It's a whole lot of fun.
no, it's not that much fun, but I'm here.
Well, we're glad to have you here. What do you have for us today, sir?
Uganda.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's across the river, right?
it is.
It's
just
on
a
the
ways.
other side of the pond, yeah.
Apparently, I didn't even know these people had cars and stuff over there. But
Of course they do.
owners of personalized license plates in Uganda are facing a tax increase of over 300%,
Wow.
Oh,
which will raise the tax from $1,493 just for having a personalized plate
wow.
Wowzers.
to $5,992.
Oh,
You better really like your personalized plates to keep
yeah,
those
for
babies.
sure.
Huh.
I thought they were back there that had the moxon and stuff yet over there, don't they?
No, there are places, but no, that's not everything.
Oh, well,
No.
I bet there's not a lot of license plates sold.
Well, there's
There must be enough to raise the taxes.
apparently, yeah.
Maybe there isn't enough. That's why they're raising the taxes. They need more money.
That could be.
That's interesting.
Well, not that interesting. But I got to come up with something. Hey, then, you know Weird Al Yankovic?
Yes.
He wrote the song Albuquerque.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, why did he write that song?
Why did he write it? I don't know why he wrote it.
It's a long song, and it's a
I know
silly
it's
song.
really,
Okay.
really long, but it's
He wrote that it's like 12 minutes
Yeah.
for that song and ended up becoming one of his most popular songs.
yeah, it's hilarious.
And I've never heard it. Of course, I'm not in the radio business
Oh.
like you guys are.
Well,
but-
you need to talk to our son. He will make sure that you hear it. And
We
if you
could recite it for you word for word, probably.
and if you see him do this show in concert, it could go on for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. I mean, it could be just because he'll just add stuff to it all the time too. So
Well, I never did like him anyway.
Oh, I do.
Charlie.
You don't like anybody.
I don't like anybody. If I had a dog, the dog wouldn't even like me.
I'm not a fan of Weird Al. I'm not a big fan of Uganda. What's the next thing you're not a fan of, Charlie?
Okay, did you know that television was invented 2 years after the invention of sliced bread?
Really? I did not.
Oh.
And Betty White's older than sliced bread, so there you go.
Yeah, she is. I've heard her say that.
Hey, then there's an island called Just Enough Room where it's just enough room for a tree and a house.
Oh, no kidding.
I could live there.
Yeah.
Then there's
she
no
could.
room for anybody else.
Yeah.
Yep, I should have been a hermit. I could live there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd
the
be
two of you. You
fantastic.
just both hang out there. I'm not a fan of television either, or people.
Hey,
People want to come see us, we could just say, there's not enough room.
Not enough room, sorry.
Yeah.
hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
What's that?
Okay, the old saying, how much wood would woodchuck chuck, woodchuck chuck, whatever you could
Yeah.
You know the thing.
do. You know how much it is?
How much?
Roughly 700 pounds,
That's how much wood a woodchuck could chuck?
if it could chuck wood.
Who calculates this stuff?
I
Is that what
have,
you do when you're not busy?
I have to dig pretty deep to come up with this stuff.
I know, you dig really deep. Oh, boy. Charlie, are you ready for a question from us?
Well, I was pretty close on the last one last week, so let's try it again. I was
trillion
better
off.
than fluff.
You were trillions off. All right, how about this one? If you're the average person, you'll eat about how many pounds of bananas every year?
Ooh, I eat a lot of bananas.
what do you
The
think?
average person,
Yeah, how many pounds of bananas every year?
100.
So let's calculate here, because if you eat 100 and I eat 0, if there's other people that don't eat any,
I never
so it's
eat
less than
banana.
100. What do you think, Heidi?
I'll say 5.
No, it's more than that. I give Charlie one more guess because I told you it was less than 100.
Okay, I think I'm closer than she is anyway, but
You always think that, and you never are.
25.
Wow, you're almost perfect. 26. I'm giving you credit for it, Charlie.
That was good.
I'm giving you credit. 26
Wow.
pounds. The average person will eat 26 pounds of bananas every year.
I'm just fooling with you on that first guess.
Sure you are. He's got his pockets filled with bananas right now.
I got something in my pockets already.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to talk with you.
Maybe we'll do it next week. We'll see what happens.
That'd be fun. All right. Bye, Charlie.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Again, fun little program we do every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
About 25% of the population will sneeze when they're exposed to bright light.
Yeah.
I am one of those people.
Them. Our son is one of them. I do not. No.
I do that. Like if I'm in a dark, like a movie theater or whatever, we walk outside and it's a bright day, my eyes kind of squint shut and then I'll sneeze. Usually does that too. Twice. I'll sneeze like twice and I'm like, so I don't know why I do it, but the good news is I'm not as weird as I thought I was. 25% of the population does that. Now you know. It's today's fun fact on the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Japan. Over 1,000 people attended the annual Naked Festival in Japan, despite the ongoing pandemic. So would you want to go to a thing called the Naked Festival?
I wouldn't go to Japan.
Wow. Okay. I think it'd be kind of cool to check out Japan. I don't think I would go to the Naked Festival.
Would you go to the Naked Festival?
No, I don't. That just does not sound like my kind of thing.
We've been to a nudist beach.
I know, and most of the people there should not have been there.
Including us.
Exactly. I'm just saying, that's usually... So, I think they missed the mark, by the way. If you're going to hold a festival like this, why not call it the private party? Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
See
Naked.
what you did there.
Maybe Naked Festival's better. It is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. 25-year-old woman in Indonesia claims that her newborn daughter was fathered by the wind. Okay. A new mom identified as Sita Zain reportedly said she gave birth to a 6.4-pound baby just an hour after becoming impregnated by a gust of wind.
1 hour.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
According
a quick
to her,
turnaround.
she was in her living room when a breeze passed through. She said, after an afternoon prayer, I was lying face down. I felt a gust of wind, and then I gave birth like an hour later. 15 minutes later, she started feeling what was labor pains. Delivered the baby an hour later. Now, the doctor thinks that she was already pregnant but didn't know until she gave birth. Law enforcement officials put out a statement intending to make sure the community is aware that the confusing news is being looked into by authorities.
Yeah,
So,
that's...
it just seems,
bizarre.
Who knows? It is bizarre. Well, that is why it is today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by redcrossblood.org. Two Florida women, age 34 and 44, dressed up as grannies, that's in air quotes, by the way, wearing bonnets and gloves, in a failed attempt to pass as old enough to be eligible for a coronavirus shot. So this happened right out in the Orlando area, because a TV station in Orlando reported this. Happened last week, so I remember reading this last week, and now I got the story here. But it says the pair had valid vaccine cards after having their first shots, but were denied their second ones. Quoted Orange County Healthcare Officer Dr. Raul Pino says, I don't know how they escaped detection for the first time, but they came with gloves and glasses, the whole thing. They were probably in their 20s. Their real ages emerged later, 34 and 44. According to the station, the two women were turned over to police. So, bizarre story, the whole darn thing. I've got a link to it if you want to read it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for, is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Heidi, tell me. Compass Point, Sturgis, South Dakota. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say it's a golf course.
Oh, man. No, it's not.
Really?
It's a rehab center. Yeah. Yeah. Compass Point? That sounds like a golf course?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It doesn't sound like a golf course to me.
It sounds like either one. It could be either.
Well, I could see, get your life back on track, go in the right direction at a Compass Point. I could see that. That makes sense.
Okay.
Search for your golf ball at Compass Point. I suppose that makes sense. This is how we play. Oh, by the way, for those of you who got it right at home, this golf clap is for you. Not for you, Heidi.
I know.
That's how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by timeforrehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. This, I think, is just a really cool story. I think so many times when bad things happen, good people come to the rescue. Now,
always, yeah.
It's not always, but most of the time. Here's the headline. Furniture store owner provides shelter and warm meals to Texans with no power. So remember when all the cold was rushing through in Texas and things were bad? A Houston furniture store owner provided shelter and warm meals to many Texans as the power went out. And it was freezing cold. Jim McGavin, I'm trying to think, no, that's not right. Mick Ingvale. I probably said it way wrong. I apologize. I'm trying to read this and scroll and get through here. Either way, this gentleman by the name of Jim owns a place called Mattress Mac, and it's known for opening their doors to people in need. 2017, he transformed some of his gallery furniture stores into shelters after Hurricane Harvey. He did the same thing in 2005 when many fled Louisiana after Hurricane Katrina. Now, 2021, he's inviting hundreds of people to seek shelter in his Houston gallery furniture store. He said, it's the least we could do is open our furniture store to let people come into a warmer place. Sofas and plenty of TVs, mattresses, places for people to sit, and they also brought in lots of hot food. He said the store has beds and blankets and even food for families that were struggling after the power outages devastated millions in the state. He said, we spent the night pretty much in the cold. Okay, this is not him. This is somebody who was there. We spent the night pretty much in the cold, which is something I've never done. That is a young lady that has a 2-year-old. She said it was dreadful, and we all just got in one bed and covered up. So the guy looks like a super nice guy. I've got a video, and there's photos of people just kind of sitting in a furniture store.
And
camped
he's
out.
Definitely a hero to those people.
That is
for sure.
amazing. It's a neat story. And again, I apologize for struggling my way through it. I should prepare ahead of time, Heidi. Just maybe make a note of that. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great Tuesday.